Hi, I'm Shannon, and on this channel I provide skincare advice to help you look and feel your best. I help you understand skincare. With so many products on the market nowadays, it's easy to get caught up in believing that you might need them all. But which products are actually unnecessary and maybe just a total waste of money? The first product are toners. Now, toners of the past were very stringent, very alcohol-laden, and basically maybe to balance the pH because soap would throw off your pH back in the time where formulations were not as advanced. Toners, because they keep your skin moist, they can enhance penetration of other ingredients on top of them. If you choose the right toner, it can be great at adding ingredients that your skin might need in a very lightweight texture, a very water-like texture. If you just apply your typical skincare routine to your moist skin, it can have more or less the same effect. Now, toners are not all bad. There are some that contain a lot of hydrating ingredients, a lot of antioxidants and soothing ingredients that can be helpful to skin. However, if you're on a budget, you don't necessarily need toners, especially if they're laden with alcohol and fragrance. Another product that you may be surprised that you actually don't really need are eye creams. Now, the skin around your face and the skin of your eyes are not really any different. You can use your face cream just under your eyes, you can use your normal moisturizer under your eyes, take all your serums under your eyes because they deserve the same benefits as the rest of your face, really. If you have antioxidants that you want to put, you can put them under your eyes, and other replenishing ingredients, just include them around your eyes and that should do the trick. If you do get really dry under eyes, that's when you might need a separate eye cream, just a lot thicker because the rest of your skin is not as dry as your under eye area. Also, your sun creams, bring them around your eyes. As long as it's not heavily fragranced that might burn and sting your eyes, it's not really an issue. Eye creams tend to come at double the price for half the amount of products, so really you'd be doing yourself a favor by not picking one up, especially if you don't find one that you necessarily love or you don't have the budget for it. Another product that you don't really actually need are day creams. Day creams are basically just, regular moisturizers with a little bit of SPF in them, and the SPF put in them most of the time isn't nearly enough for what you need during the daytime. Your sun cream could contain enough moisturizing ingredients to help you throughout the day. It's usually quite emollient, a lot of sunscreens. Just layer all your serums in the morning and then put your sunscreens on top. Heavy day creams can also make your base a lot thicker and make your makeup more likely to cake throughout the day. Another product that you probably don't need are sheet masks. Sheet masks can be a luxury, if you're going out to an event, if you just want to pamper yourself for a day. They basically just provide an occlusive barrier with which your skin can just take in the ingredients for maybe 20 minutes, but it isn't going to have magical transformation on your skin. And usually they are quite pricey anyway. Now, by all means, if you have the budget for it and you'd like to treat yourself, go for it. They can provide a temporary boost to your skin and make it a bit more glowy for a temporary amount of time, but it's not going to do wonders for your skin in the long run. It's kind of like maybe going to the gym and wanting to get abs. If you do just like an ab exercise once in a while, you're not necessarily going to see abs unless you do the whole kind of routine that goes around with it, from nutrition and exercise. Putting on a sheet mask just once in a while isn't going to do you great benefit if you don't already have the basics down for every single day as part of your routine. Another product are makeup wipes. Makeup wipes, while they can be very handy, they're not environmentally friendly, first of all, and also if you're just going to intend to wipe your face with a makeup wipe and not clean your face after, you might as well not have done anything to begin with because you're leaving all that product and all the fragrance and ingredients that could be washed off and should be washed off on your face overnight. It doesn't really give you a great cleansing. You'd be far better off using maybe a cleansing oil or a makeup remover and then your cleanser rather than just going in with a makeup wipe. Also, they're quite pricey for the amount that you get, and if you do try to go the cheaper route, you tend to not get very great ingredients and you're leaving that on your skin. Now, I used to use makeup wipes all the time, but really they're not that great if you're not actually going to wash your face after. Basically just rubbing around bacteria, harmful irritants, and just leaving a lot of residue on your face. So I'd recommend just skipping the makeup wipes. Just go with an old-fashioned makeup cleanser. Also, the type of rubbing around and friction that makeup wipes require to remove your makeup is not great for your skin and can actually age you and cause irritation and sensitization. Another skincare product that you probably don't really need are scrubs, or harsh, abrasive, scratchy scrubs. Now, scrubs, if you do have very flaky skin, they can be quite useful, but make sure that the beads that are in it are quite spherical and they're not very jaggedy and raggedy, and they're not just like bits of, you know, apricot scrubs and stuff like that. That's actually going to harm your skin and cause irritation. It can also cause, in the long run, hyperpigmentation. It can cause micro tears to the skin, so you really don't want to use them. Instead, go for a chemical exfoliant that will gradually slough away at that skin, and you won't have to feel a lot of the redness and irritation that comes with it. And if you do have very, very dry skin, flaky skin at the moment, go gentle with the scrubbing. Also, gadgets like Clarisonic, a flannel, and your hands can do the same job. It's not a necessity. I used to wash my face with a Clarisonic a few times a day, and I used to notice a lot of irritation in my skin. Not to mention, you do have to change the brush heads very regularly, and that does cost extra money for every time you change it, especially one brush head isn't cheap. It can also provide the perfect ground to harbor bacteria because it's always damp and things like mold, and you really don't want to be rubbing that around on your skin. It can also be quite harsh on your skin, and if you do suffer with sensitive skin and irritation, this is probably not something that you want to go for. If you do have the budget for it and you want the softest brush heads, then sure, go for it, but it's really not necessary at all. Also, clear products in jars. A lot of active ingredients won't last long when they come into contact with oxygen and light. So you really want to avoid products that are in jars that you'd have to open them, put your fingers in. You're also introducing a lot of bacteria into that jar. You're also allowing a lot of air to get into it, and products will degrade a lot quicker. Face mists, like water mists, like Evian mist, they can feel great on your skin, but in the end, they actually cause more dehydration in the long run. It's similar to how, you know, when you lick your lips can be quite dry and they just keep on getting drier and drier because all that saliva. And what's happening is that the water is, as it evaporates, it's pulling moisture out of your skin and it's leaching that moisture every time it evaporates. So as you're spraying more and more on, your skin is getting more and more dehydrated. You want to add products that will seal in the moisture rather than leach it out. Also, products like Cellulite Creams. Cellulite is basically fat deposits under the skin, and that's better tackled with things like exercise and, you know, dry brush that will help to keep the blood circulating. However, things like stretch mark creams, the results can be quite temporary and they're typically not long lasting. They typically contain things like caffeine and things that will help your skin tingle and maybe cause a temporary kind of boost and diminish the cellulite a little. So if you do want it for an occasion and maybe you want to apply some self-tan on top, but it's only a short-term solution and it's not necessarily going to cause huge changes either. I hope this video was helpful in discovering the products that you actually probably don't need and which ones are just not worth the money. So subscribe to the channel for more skincare videos, head to this video for some acne advice, and I'll see you in the next one.